before it gets there, moving 55 miles an hour. It's going to get there quickly. San Perlita, you're in this warning. Santa Monica, you're in this warning. Again, this is a tornado warning for Willacy County. Tornado spotted by radar near Arroyo City, moving to the west-northwest at about 55 miles per hour. That is a fast-moving storm. So that's the newest. If you're in San Perlita, in Santa Monica, in Raymondville, Lyford, areas around there, you need to go to your safe place. Your safe place is in the middle of your home, away from doors and windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can. That's usually a bathroom in the middle of the house. That's where you need to be if you are in this tornado warning. These are quick spin-up tornadoes that happen with tropical storms like this. We're all under a tornado watch until 7 a.m. That means conditions are ripe for the development of tornadoes, but a warning means either the radar has spotted a tornado or someone with their own eyes has seen a tornado. And in this case, it's radar indicated moving into this red box. And again, this is Raymondville. Harlingen's down here. You're not in this warning. None of Cameron County, none of Hidalgo County, none of Starr County. If you're in any of those counties, this warning is not for you. If you're in Willacy County, a big piece of Willacy County is under this tornado warning until 11:30. All right, let's going to take a closer look at this. You can take this full for a second while I bring up the latest information on this. We'll go to the latest image right now. I'm going to go a little bit tighter on it, and we'll get a better idea of what we're looking at here. Because this is, again, a tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service in Brownsville. There is what we're looking at likely is this area right in here. Usually you see different shades. You see reds and greens side by side indicating something moving, away, but we don't see that here. But what we do see is some pretty strong winds right there, and that's moving to the west again at about 55 miles an hour. That's a fast pace for this. Just north of Santa Monica, headed toward Willamar, San Perlita, and eventually Raymondville. And again, that pace is 55 miles per hour. So that is really moving very quickly. And again, that is the nature of tropical funnels like this as they move very quickly. So I'll put a tracker on this just to give you an idea of when we think it would likely be close to these cities. And I'm going to kind of track the center of this. So give me just a second to get this set up. We got to set that movement at 55 miles per hour because that's quick. And I'm going to track this whole line right here and go off in that direction just to give you some arrival times. There you go. Porfirio at 11:11, Willamar at 11:13, San Perlita at 11:16, and Raymondville at 11:24. That's, again, always a más o menos, a more or less time, but that's what we're looking at right now for this tornado warning that has just been issued for Willacy County. Willacy County. It does not include Cameron County, Hidalgo County, Starr County. It's only for residents of the middle part of Willacy County. So that means if you live there in that box, anywhere in that box, you need to move to a place of safety immediately. Get to an interior part of your house, away from doors and windows. If you have a bicycle helmet, a baseball helmet, something like that, put it on your head and cover your head, cover yourself, and protect yourself from any flying debris. Because if something happens, that will help protect you. Heard a lot of stories about people that have been stuck in bad weather situations when that helmet has saved them by keeping them from being hit in the head with debris that is flying, and that's really, really important. So again, this is in effect until 11:30. Move to an interior room of your house. Cover yourself with something just to protect you. Besides the helmet, cover your body with things if you can. These warnings should be coming to you in a number of different ways. We always tell people to have more than one way to get these warnings. We talked about on the newscast tonight about that. The Channel 5 weather app should be one way because that will alert you. If you're in that box, you should have gotten an alert from the Channel 5 weather app to tell you that you're under a tornado warning. It'll also tell you when lightning is nearby. It'll tell you when heavy rain is nearby. But most importantly, it'll tell you when a warning like this comes out for your area. If you're on the east side of that box, which there are not a whole lot of people way out on the east side of that box, but if you're way out here, on this east end, there's not much out there. But if you're kind of back in this area, whoops, sorry, I'm supposed to draw, not move. If you're back in this area, you're kind of out of the woods, but I don't think anybody is back there. I think that's more just the salt flats and getting close to the coast north of Arroyo City. But Willamar, San Perlita, you are in line for this. So if you live in Willamar or San Perlita, you need to be ready to move to a place of safety immediately. not be ready to, do it. Move to a safe place now, and we're going to stay with you until 11:30, both on television and on Facebook, wherever it is you're watching. We'll stay with you up until this warning either expires or they cut off a piece of it. See how that area that I circled and showed, that's no longer the warning area. National Weather Service really staying on top of it and giving you the all clear. And that's what we like to do, is let you know when you are in the clear. And we're suggesting that, and right on cue, the National Weather Service agrees with that, and they cut off that east end of that, because if you're east of that box, right of that box, you are no longer under the tornado warning. So again, this is a tornado warning for Willacy County. I'm going to zoom out and talk about the big picture for a moment. Earlier we had a tornado warning in Hidalgo County. We did not get any ground truth on that. We talked to the Sheriff's Department. We talked to police departments in McAllen and Mission. No one reported that tornado touching down anywhere. Hopefully that's the case with this one as well. But you never know. That's the problem with these. The radar spots the rotating cloud and sees the potential for a tornado, and the warning has to be issued because one in, I don't know how many of these, will actually form the tornado that drops out of the cloud and does damage. And in tropical systems like this, they move very quickly. Again, this one's moving 55 miles an hour. It's going to be out of the county really quickly as it continues moving off to the west and pushes its way toward Raymondville and then off toward the western part of Willacy County, and then it'll push on out after that. There are other showers around other parts of the valley, and as we talked earlier, if you're not in one of these rain bands, I saw somebody posted, you can get a tornado when you're not in the rain. That's true. You don't have to be being rained on to have a tornado, but you have to be in that line, in that, there has to be something there for it to form in. There has to be something. And 99% of the time, like in these tornadoes we're dealing with tonight, it's going to be in one of these lines of showers. You look at the one that's out here now, this guy right here. The tornado's back in here somewhere. It's in one of these lines. Here's another line back here. Here's more back here. It's not going to form in the middle, right? Not going to be anything right here. Not going to be anything in Westlaco right now, or Progresso Lakes, or Harlan. There's not going to be anything out in here at the moment. It's got to be when one of these lines is coming over you or near you, and that's what we keep watching. So, to say it has to be raining for there to be a tornado, no, that's not completely accurate, but you need to be nearby one of these things. And when you see a rain band like that coming in, and keep the Channel 5 weather app open on your phone. You can see when the rain's coming, and you can see when one of these bands is coming, so at least you have an idea. Now, we've had probably 7 or 8 of these bands go across today. So far, 2 of them have produced possible tornadoes. The one that's in Willacy County now, has prompted this tornado warning. It's in effect until 11:30, moving towards San Perlita. Let's get Willamar back on there, get a little closer. There you go, Willamar, a little bit north of Santa Monica. But if you're in Raymondville and Lyford, get ready, because it's not that far away, moving very quickly, again, at 55 miles an hour. I will draw out the entire line again to give you timing. Again, at 55 miles an hour, I'm going to not just do the center point, but I'm going to do this whole line, going to the west all the way to, I'm going to go like that just to get Lyford in there too. So Willamar arrival time is right now. San Perlita, 11:17. Raymondville, 11:25. And Ranchette Estates, that's one I don't know where it is, 11:28 p.m. All the other ones we know, but that one I'm not sure of. If you're in any of those areas, and I can draw that one more time and go to the north a little bit as well, to see, I don't want to leave out the places up here in the northern part of the county. There you go. Again, you get más o menos times on that. And, don't mark this down and say it's 11:15, where'd it go? It may get there 11:16, but it's going to be within a couple of minutes of what this timing suggests. And it's all based on metrics based on the speed of the storm and, which direction is moving. So recapping, we have a tornado warning for Willacy County that's in effect until 11:30. The storm that you see between Santa Monica and San Perlita, moving off to the west at 55 miles per hour. It's in that box, and again, moving west at about 55 miles per hour. That's generally in that direction, like that. That's very quick. You imagine you're driving from Port Mansfield to Raymondville, probably driving 55, 60 miles an hour. You get there pretty fast, and that's the speed this thing is moving. A lot of times when these form in tropical systems like this, they form, they drop out of the cloud, they do their thing, and they're gone. A lot of times that happens before the warning is even issued. It just happens so fast. And that's why these warnings are going to come out sometimes preemptively seeing that rotation. Well, let's get that warning out there just in case. There's already rotation, but let's get the warning out there in the event that we actually see something come out of there. Let's look again. I'm going to switch this over to what we call velocities. And I don't see a strong rotation in there at this moment. Not to say there's not one there, but as we look at this, if there is something there, it's going to be probably out in this area, right out in here somewhere. So between Willamar and San Perlita, that's probably our best guess, but I can't say that for sure. If you're anywhere along that line, anywhere in here, as that pushes to the west, that's the folks who need to be prepared right now as that moves in that direction. So anybody in that line, you need to be prepared, as this could be producing a tornado, and that tornado could impact you wherever you are in that community. Let's go back to our regular products again now. Reflectivity, there you go, and we're going to animate this. That warning's still in effect. It stays in effect until 11:30, another 14 minutes or so. Willamar, you're in the thick of it, as you are in San Perlita. Santa Monica, this is past you. You are no longer in any threat. You were kind of outside that box anyway, but close enough that hopefully you're taking cover. There's heavy rain in Lyford right now. Lyford's seeing some very heavy rainfall. Raymondville, the rain is getting toward you, and it will be there shortly. And if there's any rotation in this may impact you. So please, if you are in or around the Raymondville area, you need to take cover. You need to be in your safe place as we speak, because this does have potential to impact you wherever you are in that community. Okay, so I'm looking to see. I've got to find one more thing here. Okay, I want to read your comments. I'm just working with the other computer here to get to it. Yeah, a lot of comments about other parts of the valley. Nobody else is under a tornado warning. Others of you may be seeing some rain, but most of you are nowhere near that. And we'll ask you again tonight, hold off on the goofy comments. There are times for it, and there are times not for it, and this is a time to stay away from that. We appreciate that. We're under a serious life-threatening situation, and I'd like to be able to read the questions and get to them. Because it's really important. Yeah, bring your pets indoors regardless. That's good. Thank you, Nathan, for your input. I appreciate that. It's going to be a long night. Boy, Ruben, you are not kidding. We are just waiting and watching, and we hope that all of these are false alarms. But when radar sees it, that's a good sign there's something out there. So that's a sign that something is very possibly there. Usually the chance is 0. Today, in the eastern half of the valley, we have a 15% probability of a tornado, which is pretty high. 15% for us is significant. Usually it's 0 or 2%, something like that. Tonight it's up to 15%, and that's a shot. If it was 0, if it was 1%, we'd be doing this, but at 15%, it's worth watching. It looks like the warning just went away. I believe it just went away. If that's the case, then we're done here for now. Yes, the warning has been canceled. I'm going to make sure before we let you go. Check it. Yeah, the warning has been canceled. There you go. So that's it. That's it for this one. We'll get you back to your program. We're going to stay on Facebook for a little bit, but on television, we're going to get you back to your program. We will come back on television if a new warning is issued, and if you'd like continuing coverage, join us on the KRGV Weather Facebook page. So back to your show. We'll see you back here in a while.
This severe weather update is supported by the Omar Ochoa Law Firm and Safeguard Insurance.
We now join our regular scheduled program in progress.